All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, teach well, be a great example to us brothers. And peace and salutations and many blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel scattered abroad. Okay, this is Psalms 10 and 2, and it reads, "The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined." Okay? And that's what we pray to the Lord. Now, I get this article uh, about the poor. Okay? I don't know where it went. There it goes. This is the website is People's World, right? And it says no help for the homeless. Indianapolis to criminalize mutual aid distribution. Mutual aid distribution. Now, what's mutual aid distribution? That's whenever you're helping homeless. You know, you give them food, or you do this, or you do that. Okay. Mutual aid distribution. In organization theory, mutual aid is a voluntary reciprocal exchange of resources and services for mutual benefit. Mutual aid projects can be a form of political participation uh, in which people take responsibility for caring for one another and changing political conditions. Okay. So it's like, those food banks and stuff, they're going to start criminalizing people who don't have a permit to feed the poor. Okay. So if you out there, you got a few burgers, you done picked a few burgers up, and they catch you with those few burgers from Wendy's, and you're taking it over there to that homeless camp without a permit, you can get arrested for it, which is bullcrap. Only people who can feed them is like the homeless shelters, which are going out, which don't really have any money anymore. But this is the wicked. This is Esau Edom. It says no help for the homeless. Indianapolis to criminalize mutual aid distribution. So they're criminalizing even the bigger people, even some of the food banks who don't have a proper permit. Let's just read the article. It says the goal of this proposal is to punish our already suffering homeless communities. Photographer Wild Style, the producer, says about new measure being considered that criminalizes distribution of food and other goods to the unhoused and poor in Indianapolis. Criminalizes, man. Now let's get this word criminalized, Let's get that word right there. You know what I'm saying? Criminalize. It says turn an activity into a criminal offense by making it illegal through your wicked decrees, man. Let's get this scripture. Your wicked decrees, man. Let's read this one more time. Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. See, they're already poor. They already don't got a house to go back to. Yeah, they might be strung out on drugs and everything, but you got a house to go back to. You got a nice bed to sleep in, and you sitting here telling people they can't give them no food. This is Esau Edom's world, man. It's the wicked's world, man. That's why you see all these homeless people in places like Cali and New York, hell, Indianapolis, different places, Chicago. Homeless is just sitting out there. They just bugged out, man. They're just totally bugged out, man. And you ask yourself, well, we got money to send over to Ukraine, billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars that nobody even know we had. But you got so many poor people right here in America that are unhoused, that are sleeping up under trash cans, and it's truly pathetic, man. Okay, let me go. Let's skip down here. This is Psalms 10 and 5, and it says, "His ways are always grievous; thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at him. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be an adversary." Verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Okay? He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. Yeah, that's what he's doing pretty much. By denying those people not only homes, but they deny them food. If somebody can't, like, you feed a bird, right? We can't feed the birds no more, man. I'm not calling. I mean, this is an analogy. So you go out and you feed the birds. You open your window up in the morning. You throw the bread out. And you see them. You know, and it gives you a kind of a good feeling. So whenever you're feeding the homeless, that good feeling that you're looking for. You might be having a bad day or anything. You might be needing to do something to get back on the Lord's good side, man. So you can't even do that no more, man. It says he lieth and wakes secretly as a lion in his den. Okay, let me read this verse 8 again first. Psalms 10 and 8. Then Lord willing, we can find that wicked decrees. It says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. His eyes are privily, meaning privately. His eyes are privily set against the poor. So these things that they do, they already know. They already know, man. His eyes are privily set against the poor, brothers. Okay. Let's get this. I don't know necessarily where it is. Yeah. Isaiah 10 and 1. Let's just go to it. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, man. Okay? To turn aside the needy from judgment. That's Indianapolis right now. You can't even feed the poor, or else you'll get a ticket. To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay? And that's what they do, man. Let's read that again. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them, destruction unto you, damn devils. Forgive my French. That decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And that's Esau Edom, man. That's this damn devil. That's this damn devil right here. Criminalized. So they made it a crime to feed the homeless. Let's finish up this article. I'm gonna start down here. And it says the Indianapolis City Council is targeting mutual aid services under the guise of concerns for litter and potential violence. So you can't feed the homeless because they're gonna litter it everywhere. But you got cracks all in. That's one of the worst cities to drive through, man. You got big potholes, cracks everywhere. You drive through a damn pothole and you lucky to make it out alive, man. Indianapolis sucks. Okay? And they're talking about litter. You need to fix the infrastructure. You need to fix who you people are. That's how you know that this place is. Indianapolis needs a nuke, man. Young kids, 12, 11 years old, run around every single day on the news in Indianapolis. Somebody's getting shot. Not a day goes by. It don't matter if it's the New Year. Every single day after that New Year day, every single day into the next New Year day, constant shooting, just killing each other up. So the only way for this place to be cleansed is by fire, man. You got the people, the Indianapolis City Council targeting mutual aid services. Okay, so you can't even sit out there with like a food truck. You done sold most of your shit and you got a few things left and this, that, and the other. Unless you got a permit. You can't even give the homeless food anymore. You can't, not just food. I mean, just different things like give them a coat. You know, it'd be a winter time and they needed some coats. And sometimes people will take coats down there or pairs of pants and socks or anything like that. You can't give them these things unless you have a permit. Now, how does that sound? It says Indianapolis City Council is targeting mutual aid services under the guise of concerns for litter and potential violence. Sponsored by Councilors Zach Adamson, Kristen Jones, and Vop Asali, Prop 256 will take effect in October. If passed, it imposes criminal charges and fines on anyone doing charitable distribution. Charitable distribution. Now just think about that. Charitable distribution. That's giving coats or anything like we were just speaking about. Coats. You know, you got a hat. You want to give a coat. You want to give some socks. You go out in the wintertime and pull up with like 3 coats that you had in your closet for the last few years and you don't wear them anymore. You can't do that. You can't give it to the homeless. Now why? Why can't you give things away to the homeless? You know, they spend billions and billions of dollars in Ukraine and everywhere else, but they got homeless people right there in their backyard, right there in Washington D.C. that need help, that need help recovering, that need a home, that need somewhere to stay, that need family, that need somebody to talk to. But this is the devil that we speak of, man. You see? And you know, it is what it is, man. You know, the Lord makes us homeless, and it is what it is. But you know, Esau, Edom, they take it too far, man. Just like they took it too far with us after slavery. You know, they took it too far with us. They held us in their hand way too long during slavery, and during our captivity, which we're still in right now to this day, right here in America. They took it too far. So the Lord's going to punish these people, right? It says it imposes criminal charges and fines on anyone doing charitable distribution to 10 or more individuals on city property or public sidewalks without a permit. So it criminalizes anyone doing charitable distribution to 10 or more individuals on city property or public sidewalks without a permit. It says, even if such a license is obtained, it can be revoked by the Office of Public Health and Safety if complaints are received from the public or any law enforcement agencies. Prop 25.6 threatens a $250 fine for first-time offenders, and those with multiple violations will be fined $500. It's all a money thing, man. And they know they're going to catch people. They know they're going to catch people, and they're going to feel so horrible when the police pull you over for giving the homeless a coat. The police going to be feeling like a piece of shit. Okay? So these are the things that are going out, man. Let me read this. It says the counselors pushing the effort to criminalize helping others claim they are ensuring an appropriate balance and struck between promoting charitable activities and preventing litter and violence. Wildstyle predicts the opposite will happen. It doesn't actually help some of the business people's goals the way they think it will, as far as eliminating litter and making a safer downtown. Yeah, you eliminating litter ain't doing nothing, man. What about your sidewalks? Why are they so cracked? What about your roads? Why do they get so many cracks and potholes in them? What about that? What about all the danger and the young people growing up with guns and shooting the fuck out of each other right in front of your downtown business, man? What about that? But you got homeless people who don't have anything but a drug addiction. They need help, man. What about that, right? This is just a quick little article, man. I'll put it in the description box, man. So it's, just like it says, man, you can read the rest of the So no help for the homeless. And I think I care for the homeless because, we're going to be homeless here in a minute, man. We're going to be out here moving like pilgrims throughout the earth. We're going to be needing somebody to lend a hand. Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is with us. But I see a lot of homeless, I was walking around for a few months down here in Bloomington, Indiana, talking to all the homeless, man, giving them food, or, I take them inside somewhere and give them some food. And so I know a bunch of them, and I know they got problems. I know they're mentally ill. I know they got drug addictions, but I also do know that they have hearts and they have feelings, and they have needs like coats and socks and a nice place to stay, even one night out of the week. A nice, they don't have a shack without being rained on. How about that? Somewhere nice. So I feel for these people sometimes. But that it is what it is. Hopefully, this message is edifying. Esau Edom is a damn devil, man. Shalom.